That's just what it is. Welcome to Bracket Bash, the podcast where we take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more and banter our way down to a winner. As always, I am your humble host and making for the second week in a row. How you doing, Miss Jackie?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
After that, we have another person who decided, surprisingly enough, to come back to our show. We have Mr. the Music God himself, CJ Plain.
What's up, guys?
Jeremy comes back on the podcast this week as well. He is a bastard among bastards, as always. Jeremy Bryant.
Get ready for the Nightmare on Your Street, audience, because this ain't no 3 men and a baby. This is a 4 men and a babe. So let's get this shit started.
Nice. And the 80s man of the hour, as always, we have the there's so many jokes I can make off this, so I'm not going to. Mr. Harvey Laguerre has graced us with his presence again. How are you doing, sir?
I am well. It is nice to be back with my bastards. I am home where I belong. Love is a battlefield. I want my $2. We've got a lot to do. Let's cover the 80s. Let's do it. Not Freddie. I missed your crazy, ridiculous intros there, Jeremy. That's it. I expected you to take all the movies and just put them all together.
Somebody has a hard stop, so you know.
Okay. Oh, that's why. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why. That's what happens. All right.
I respect that.
We, with the 5 people here, we are the bastards running this thing as always. I am extremely happy to have you guys here. 80s movies has been a long time coming, and ironically enough, I didn't realize this until we were putting this together. This is our 80th episode.
It was meant to be.
It was just meant to be. We did not plan that. It just freaking happened. It was really, really cool. But bringing up the 80s, this is 80s movies, and we are dedicating it to 80s as well. Is in comments. Say hello, guys.
Hey.
We dedicated it to 80s movies because it's the 80s, and 80s were a blast. And but before we start, this is going to be a little bit different because we're not doing the normal bracket style system. This is episode 1 of 3. We keep saying during the intro that we have 32, 64, or 128 or more. This is the 128 version. We have 128 80s movies. It was a hell of a decade for it. So this is just first round picks. We're not doubling up. We're not going second, third, or fourth round or finals in this one. Future episode. So make sure to check that one out. Voting is going to be myself, Miss Jacqueline, CJ Plain, Jeremy, of course, and Harvey bringing up the rear, round robin style as always. You guys know the rules. We have blowing your load or the final swing. We're going to change it up a little bit though because we're kind of messing with this around. We're going to do both of them. The final swing is when if you're one of the first people to go and you want to be one of the last people to go, you have the final swing. If you want to blow your load, you blow your load by making your opinion known first. This is you can only do this one time per show on either one of them, so use them carefully. I start us off, and we are starting out from 64. We have Trading Places versus Field of Dreams. I didn't know Field of Dreams was an 80s movie.
1987.
It's 89, actually. Trading Places might be 87, but I know Field of Dreams is 89. Trading Places is absolutely fantastic. And oddly enough, I am the only Iowan here today. We normally have a bunch of Iowans on the show. I'm the only one on here. I have got to represent for Dryersville, Iowa, which is where Field of Dreams is located. But I will not be offended if Trading Places moves on. Miss Jacqueline, Trading Places, Field of Dreams.
I'm going Trading Places. Sorry, Iowa.
Gets a vote.
The mass holes are taking over. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
CJ, Trading Places, Field of Dreams.
Well, I have stood on the Field of Dreams, and I still don't care. It's not even close. Trading Places all the way. One of the greatest comedy movies of the 80s.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Yeah, it's 100% Trading Places. I mean, yeah, sorry your dad died, dude, but you'll live. Like, Trading Places is hilarious.
And Harvey finishes up.
Sorry, your dad died. That's I like the sentiment. Yes, I agree. And I'm a monster baseball fan. It's my
He
favorite
is.
sport. And Trading Places is still so much better. Eddie Murphy at his best. It's so much fun. So yes, Trading Places gets my pick easily.
As I said before, I'm not mad about it. I'm a fan of the movie. I'm sad to see Field of Dreams not even make it into the second round, but it does happen. Trading Places moves on 4-1 to the next round. Next up, Miss Jacqueline starts us off, and we have Return of the Living Dead versus Commando.
I don't really like either one of them. I'll do Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead gets a vote. Mr. CJ Plain.
Got to go with the Schwarzenegger.
Commando. Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of either of these movies. Zombie movies are boring as shit, though. So, and it's Schwarzenegger. I mean, so got to go with the Governator.
Schwarzenegger gets a vote. Harvey.
It's Commando. Come on, it's Alyssa Milano. It's fun. It's a dad saving
She
his
was in
little.
that, wasn't she?
Yeah, it's his dad
I totally
saving
forgot.
his girl. It's her, Ray Don Chung, and he
Yeah.
kills everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
I was gonna say I remember Arnold and Ray Don Chung. I totally forgot all this was
Oh
in
my
it.
god, the movie makes no sense at all. But it's awesome.
I guess I didn't notice her because Ray Don Chung is so hot. So
I am a fan of her also. Yes, well, but definitely Commando gets my vote. Definitely.
Which is how
Commando-
Harvey goes. Which is how Harvey goes to the gym. That's why all the ladies are always hitting on him.
Okay.
Sexual chocolate. Commando gets a third vote, which means it will be getting the win. I'm going to add mine to it as well. Commando has some of the best one-liners. The only other movie that Arnold has better one-liners in it is, of course, True Lies, because the entire marriage going on is absolutely fantastic. But Commando moves on to the next round.
CJ.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give them a different one because I have one specifically for one of our members up here. But CJ, is it Little Shop of Horrors or Naked Gun?
Ooh,
that's
a good one.
Owzers.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Damn. That's a tough call because Naked Gun is hilarious, but Little Shop of Horrors, man, that's like probably one of only two musicals that I actually give a shit about. You know what? Just because I think Leslie Nielsen will be overly represented in other movies, I'm going to go with Little Shop of Horrors because I think it'll probably be only one of two movies that Rick Moranis probably will appear in for this. So.
Little Shop of Horror gets a vote. Jeremy.
Yeah, tough one. But I gotta give it to Little Shop of Horrors for the Family Guy ripoff with Herbert the Pervert singing "Somewhere That's Green" to Chris. So,
Harvey, Little Shop or Naked Gun?
I love both of those movies. I do. I thought it was hilarious when Rick Moranis would just start singing, and it's this monster voice coming out of this small man. I'm like, we know that's not you. Like, but Little Shop of Horrors, I think I have. That's the one. You'll be a dentist. You'll be a dentist. Oh, I love that movie.
That's got Tisha Campbell.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
that's right. She's one of the singers. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. True.
One of her
Little Shop moves on after that one. I will be going. I love musicals. Everybody knows this, but I don't like this movie. I just don't.
paid me, Seymour.
I know, and I it's not a bad movie. I think it gets a lot more props than it's deserved.
Yeah.
It's an overrated film. It's a good film, but it's an overrated film. It's like Star Wars. Star Wars is a decent movie.
It's good for a musical.
It's a decent movie, but it's not. It's nowhere near a 10. It's more like a 7 at best.
You shut your dirty mouth. You shut
Shut your mouth.
Like a 2.5.
All right, and Jacqueline, finish this off with a Little Shop of Horrors or Naked Gun.
These are like two of my favorite white-haired actors in these movies, and I can't believe I vote against Steve Martin, but I have to give it to Naked Gun. I can't not vote for Naked Gun.
Naked Gun gets a vote, but Little Shop of Horrors moves on to the next round. Next up, Jeremy starts us off. We have Little Mermaid versus Labyrinth.
Tough one. I mean, it's David fucking Bowie, but it's Little Mermaid because everything's better where it's wetter.
That is very, very true. Harvey, do you like it where it's wetter?
No comment. Let's see. But I have 8,000 daughters who love Little Mermaid, but I love Labyrinth. Do I vote for myself or do I go with the children? All right, let's do Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid gets a vote. I will be giving it the win. Little Mermaid is by far my favorite Disney movie of all time.
Really?
All fucking time. I can't wait for the live action to come out. I don't care about the entire race changing issue. It's bullshit. It really is. Whoever has an issue with the race changing, go away. Just go away. We don't need that negativity for a fucking children's movie.
Freddie, I thought your favorite Disney movie was the live action Aladdin with your favorite actor.
That's not me. That's Q. Remember? It's you. You love Will Smith.
Oh,
We know you love Will Smith. This is all a facade. You're just trying to cover up your love for him. That's what happened.
I'm not the one with the vodka here. It's got to be you, bro.
No, I got spiked Mountain Dew, actually.
Nice.
Miss Jackie, is it Little Mermaid or Labyrinth?
We've got David Bowie in a codpiece, and we've got the Bog of Eternal Stench. I'm going with Labyrinth.
Labyrinth gets a vote.
Codpiece gets a vote, not Labyrinth.
Men are all going Little Mermaid.
Well, we all have daughters, though, too. So.
True. I'm a boy mama.
CJ Plain, is it Labyrinth or Little Mermaid?
I like The Little Mermaid, but Labyrinth is in my top 5 all time. And I'm going Labyrinth. I am a huge Labyrinth fan. To the point where when they started talking about doing a sequel without David, I went on a letter writing campaign. Because I was like, how dare you even consider doing Labyrinth without the Goblin King? That's ludicrous. It's outrageous. It's unfreaking called for. And Labyrinth. Sorry.
All right. Harvey starts this one off, and I did save it for him. We have Terms of Endearment versus When Harry Met Sally.
You whore. You're a whore of a man. Let me just make that clear right off the bat. Jesus. I mean, you think this is a hard one. It's really not.
No. I wanted to make sure you went first because I know your love for one of these movies, and I didn't want to make sure that you had to blow your load to make sure everybody knew your love for this movie, so they'd vote for it. So this is a gift for you there, sir.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. You're so nice to me. Oh my God.
No.
Can I just say?
See what happens when you show up to work?
When Harry Met Sally is arguably the greatest rom-com ever made. Ever. I love that movie. with a passion that cannot be described. So When Harry Met Sally is my pick. Damn, I love that movie. Yes.
I will be going with Harvey on this one. The first time I've watched this movie was just a couple months ago when we did it for the recasting call, and I do like this movie. It's not one of these movies that I think is overrated either. It's well deserved and the props that it's gotten. So When Harry Met Sally gets my vote. I've never liked Terms of Endearment either. It's a little. It's too low key for me. It's too sob story for me. So it really is. Miss Jackie, is it When Harry Met Sally or Terms of Endearment?
When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
And it's not because of oh my god.
When Harry Met Sally.
Classic, man.
It gets a vote and the win. Harvey is absolutely ecstatic. Mr. CJ Plain, is it When Harry Met Sally or Terms of Endearment?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not even close. Terms of Endearment is one of them movies that I have probably tried to watch it 47 times and I've fallen asleep.
Wow.
Wow. I was just giving up.
It's a tedious bore.
Jeremy,
It's one
When
of the
Harry
movies
Met
that constantly is on these lists. So I wanted to be fair and at least try to give it a chance, but
Jeremy, is it When Harry Met Sally or Terms of Endearment?
As much as I hate to go against Jack Nicholson, it's When Harry Met Sally.
It is, which means it is a 5-0. It is a sweep. When Harry Met Sally gets the first sweep in the 80s movies bracket, and we can tell by Harvey's very, very smile on his face that he is extremely happy about it, but it does move on to the next round. Next up, I start us off, and we have War Games versus Karate Kid.
Oh. That's easy.
Damn.
War Games gets my vote, and there's absolutely no reason for me to vote for Karate Kid whatsoever. As far as an anti-vote, the only reason I would vote for Karate Kid because Will Smith's kid did such an amazing job in the remake.
Oh!
Somebody will slap him. That's not true at all.
That's a lie, by the way. I'm just letting y'all know. It doesn't happen. Anyway, War Games with Matthew Broderick gets my vote. Miss Jackie.
Now, see, I could have worn that shirt too. I have that one as a geeky shirt.
Oh.
I went the other way. I could have worn that one. I love both of these movies, but I'm going to go War Games because I am a geek. I like that one.
War Game gets a vote. Mr. CJ Plain.
damn. Fuck it, we'll go with War Games because I mean I love both of these movies. And but yeah, War Games it was kind of like the first real hacker type movie. So yeah, we'll go with that.
War Game gets to vote and the win, kicking Karate Kid out in the first round of an 80s movie matchup.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Jeremy, Karate Kid or War Games?
Yeah, War Games swept the leg here, but and I didn't need a movie to tell me how to wax on, wax off, so I'll 100% go War Games. So, and plus, Three Ninjas is a better movie than Karate Kid. I'm just putting it out
Wow.
No. That's true. That is true.
Wow.
Three Ninjas is freaking fantastic. It really is. It's low key goated. It's one of those underrated movies that should be higher on the list, and it's absolutely fantastic. It is Karate Kid meets the Goonies. All right.
Look, it missed it by 3 years, but the best movie for Karate Kid type stuff, Surf Ninjas.
Yes.
Jesus.
Anyway, Harvey's about to blow his shit.
Where's DeAndre when you need? He'd be so. First of all, no. No, and I'm voting for Karate Kid. Let's just get that out the way. And I love War Games. I love Matthew, but I think that's a great performance. But come on. Karate Kid was fun, though. It was more fun. Mr. Miyagi. Nobody talks about War Games now. People still talk about the Karate Kid.
I have the shirt.
You have the shirt. They made one, and you have it.
No, there's more than one.
There's more than one, Harvey. It's Matthew Broderick.
Listen, no, Mr. Miyagi. That's a legendary character.
He is. He is.
I personally, between the two, and I enjoy them both. I can watch Karate Kid over and over again. War Games, I gotta be I don't know what kind of mood I have to be in to watch that. But it doesn't really matter anyway because War Games is one. But
Yeah, Karate Kid
Harvey-
lost 4-1.
Harvey,
yes.
you have to. You're in the mood to watch War Games when you want to launch your missile out of your silo there.
Missile out of your silo.
Oh.
Jesus.
That was me. Jackie starts this one off. We have Moonstruck versus Dead Poets Society.
Oh. Hands down, Dead Poets Society. You knew what I was going with.
This decade
Yeah.
is ridiculous, man.
Yep. Mr. CJ playing Dead Poets Society or Moonstruck gets another one. Jeremy.
If I'm not mistaken, Moonstruck is the one with Cher and Nicolas Cage.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
That's correct.
That's sharing somebody.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta go with Moonstruck then. That's one of the most amazing movies I've ever seen.
Out of it. Yeah,
Sure.
That's the one line people remember. Yeah, Cher. She won an Oscar for that, right? Yeah, I think she did. But I can't vote for. Wait, it's Moonstruck and what?
Dead Poets Society.
Yeah, it's Robin Williams. It's Robin. We're gonna go with Robin.
It is Robin Williams with the win with Harvey's vote, and I'm going to add on to it. It's going to be Dead Poets Society. Personally, I think it's one of Robin Williams' best roles for me. But that's me, and other people don't seem to agree with that a lot of times. It does move on, though.
I think it's his third best role, personally.
What's his best?
Patch Adams.
You.
I love
No, it's a good movie. It is a good movie. I wouldn't agree best. Jumanji is up there
Birdcage.
as far as a really good role.
Birdcage is
I
best.
love Birdcage.
Birdcage
One-
is amazing.
1 hour photo.
Is the creepiest thing I've ever seen, and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's amazing. What is it? Crap. Insomnia is.
It's awesome.
Oh, dude, his darker roles are fantastic, and they're not talked about.
Right? Because he's
CJ Plain starts us off. We have a Fish Called Wanda versus Stripes.
Oh.
Fuck. Damn, I hate voting against John Cleese, but the Army guy in me is going to go Stripes.
Stripes gets a vote. For anybody out there who wants to know a little bit more about CJ's military experience, go ahead and check out the backstage episode where Head is involved. Let's
Yes.
just go ahead and say that.
Jeremy will love this story. It will be right up Jeremy's alley.
I do love me some head. So
So Stripes gets a vote on that one. Jeremy, is it Stripes or Fish Called Wanda?
Fish Called Wanda. Actually, I fucking hate that movie. It's annoying as shit to me. But Stripes is Bill Murray in fucking military uniform. I'm going for Bill Murray any day of the week.
It gets another vote. Harvey.
I don't know what's wrong with you. A Fish Called Wanda is wonderful. You should be ashamed of yourself. For
Lady
saying
Killers is
that.
better. Lady Killers is better.
Oh my goodness. Kevin Kline, it's so much fun. And I imagine that Bill Murray will be getting other votes in this bracket
Oh, he
for
will be.
another film.
He
So
will be. He
I'm
will
comfortable.
be.
Yes, I'm going with A Fish Called Wanda.
It gets a vote. I honestly don't care. I prefer Stripes, to be perfectly honest, of these two movies, but they're also not. Neither one of them are up like top tier to me. So I am going to give a split decision vote to Jackie just to be a bastard. It is your choice. Is a fish called Wanda or Stripes? Moving on.
There are so many one-liner quotes. I love A Fish Called Wanda. I am taking A Fish Called Wanda.
Nice. Nice.
I dated a fish called Wanda once. You know, she was a little thin in the face.
Well, she made
met-
it into the bracket.
Better say I met somebody named Wanda who smelled that way, but it's me.
I say I dated a whale named Becky.
Oh
Oh,
no.
sorry, did I say that out loud?
Fish.
I almost spit out my drink.
Fish called Wanda moves on to the next round. Jeremy starts this one off. We have Temple of Doom versus Wall Street.
Ooh. I mean, I gotta go with Han Solo. Indiana Jones.
Han Solo gets a vote on this one. Harvey.
Greed is good. We are going with Wall Street.
Greed, for the lack of a better term, better word, is good. If you're going to quote a movie, make sure it's right there, Harvey. But
I was
it gets my vote.
paraphrasing it. Damn.
It gets my vote as well. Wall Street is... Temple of Doom is not even... Like, there's worse Jones movies, but we don't talk about those. Like, those original ones, Temple of Doom is by far the worst. Even the people who made the movie apologized for it. They were going through some serious shit when they made that movie, and it was still terrible. So it does not get my vote. Wall Street gets my vote. Jackie.
I can never vote against Harrison Ford. He is the coolest man alive.
It's that whip.
Damn straight.
Oh, the whip. That just is the beginning of it. I mean,
50
my
Shades of
shirt,
Grey.
my shirt yesterday was Han Solo and Han Solo and Carbonite, and Indiana Jones was discovering him. It was a mashup shirt.
I saw that actually.
That's pretty cool.
It was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Her shirt was on Twitter. She has it every single Friday on Twitter. Make sure to check it out.
Geeky Shirt Friday.
Great Geeky Shirt Friday.
Han Solo should have been in fucking 50 Shades of Grey. Would have been a better movie with the whip.
CJ Plain, Temple of Doom or Wall Street?
As a guy who's never seen a Star Wars movie, and I give a shit about Han Solo, I'm going to be the dick and say Wall Street.
Wall Street gets a split decision vote. They're both like Wall Street's a good movie. I'm not going to say anything against that at all.
I wish I could show it to my business students, but not really appropriate for school.
Yeah, true. True.
Let's say
Harvey starts us off. We have The Reanimator versus Lost Boys.
Oh, dude. It's the Lost Boys. Come on.
Lost Boys get to vote. I will be going for Lost Boys as well. There's no absolute... The Reanimator is creepy beyond creepy, but it's supposed to be. The Lost Boys has a damn good story behind it, and it's absolutely fantastic. It is one of the movies that people judge other movies now, like other vampire movies now, on. It is a yardstick for today's movies. You don't hear that about The Reanimator at all. So
You don't hear anything about the Reanimator. Didn't talk about that.
Lost Boys gets my vote. Miss Jackie.
I don't think I had any interest in other vampire movies after The Lost Boys, so Lost Boys got it for me.
Lost Boys gets to vote and the win on that one. Jeremy.
I think you skipped CJ, but
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about your dogs. CJ.
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Now, Jeremy.
yeah, fuck those shiny vampire motherfucking Lost Boys prequel Twilight type shit. Like, no.
They weren't shiny.
They weren't. No, they were.
No, they weren't. They were fashionable.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're shirtless and sweaty. Oh,
They're just a little sweaty. They
It's
glistened.
Alex Winter, bro.
they had a glow to them. They had a glow, but
It was glistening.
It had Ed Esquire.
Reanimator is an amazing movie. I'm going for Reanimator.
Right.
Harvey Chance, you may be looking for a new running mate now.
Oh, really?
Lost Boys moves on in a 4-1 vote. Harvey started that one. So I start this one off. Yeah, I start this one off, and we have Big versus Beetlejuice.
You motherfucker!
Oh,
Big will be getting my vote on this one. I've never been a fan of Beetlejuice. I don't. I like the concept of it. It's when I saw it, I was just out of the range of childhood to enjoy it, but I wasn't old enough in adulthood to enjoy it that way. It was a weird transitional spot for me. That's like a one story type thing, but Big is a movie for all ages. So it will be getting my vote. Miss Jackie, is it Big or Beetlejuice?
Oh man, this one's tough. Is the final swing when I go last?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to do that. I never did that before.
Giggity.
Yeah.
It's he.
All right. Miss Jackie is going last on this one, which means CJ.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice gets a vote. Jeremy.
You son of a motherless goat.
Wrong movie.
Is that movie on this list?
Three Amigos?
That's 70s, not 80s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 70s.
Three Amigos is not 70.
No, that is 80s.
That's definitely 80s.
It has to be.
Kidding
85.
me? Yeah, definitely 80s.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough ass one. I love both these movies with a passion. Big is one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies of all time, but it's Beetlejuice all day. I mean, the freaking dance and song part in it is freaking hilarious.
Three Amigos is not on this list.
Cut his mic.
I'm sorry.
I'll invite you on mine, Harvey. It's on mine.
I will. I'm going to get rid of one movie on here that I don't think I think some people would love, but I'm going to get rid of it because I'm not a huge fan of it. So.
Okay, well, what movie is it?
If it's Iron Eagle, leave it alone. God damn it.
Tron.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're good.
So is that
So
where
Beetle-
Three Amigos is sliding in?
Yes.
Okay.
Three Amigos will be moving on, moving into the bracket on this one, but I don't know if it's going to get out of the first round. Beetlejuice just got a vote, and that was from CJ Plain. So Jeremy.
They got a vote from me too.
Okay, so two from that. Harvey, Beetlejuice or Big? If you vote Big, Jackie's going to have to be tiebreaker after not blowing her load, using her final swing.
Okay. This is such a difficult one. This is so hard. I can say I legitimately would have voted for Big. I still will. Big is, I think that's when I'm like, I knew Tom Hanks was the person that I loved. That performance is like, okay, that's amazing. I have to go with Big.
While Miss Jackie is trying to form how she's going to get out of the hole that she dug herself, I will let you guys know that Big will be on in a future bracket when we do Tom Hanks giving around Thanksgiving. So there's that. Miss Jackie, is it Big or Beetlejuice?
I can't imagine a bracket without either one of these. This is like one of those earlier ones we had.
Yeah.
And I think Tom Hanks won like Oscars, 17 years in a row in the 80s? So
90s, but I think it's the 90s.
It's like I'm really glad you're not a math teacher.
yeah, well, I started out as a math teacher. I'm gonna go Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice moves on.
Big pick.
I'm sorry.
It's
Michael
all right.
Keaton.
I respect it. I'm fine.
No, it's all right. Beetlejuice will be moving on that one. Next up, I started that one off, so I think, yeah, Miss Jackie starts this one off. We have Pretty in Pink versus, ironically enough, we're sticking with the color theory on this one. The Color Purple
Pretty in Pink.
gets a vote on that one. CJ,
Pretty in Pink.
Jeremy,
Oh, it's 100% Color Purple. Fuck Pretty in Pink.
Harvey.
Yeah, it's these two. To be fair, they're not the same movie, so it's almost unfair to put them against each other. But The Color Purple is miles, yards, acres better than Pretty in Pink. And I love John Hughes, but it's The Color Purple. So, Freddie, go ahead and vote for Pretty in Pink. Let's keep it moving.
The Color Purple gets the win.
Oh.
People for the win.
Harvey is right. The Color Purple is Pretty in Pink is a good movie. It is. It's a cute movie. Not John Hughes. Either way, did a damn good job on the movie. It's a good storyline and everything else. The Color Purple is film. And there's a difference between the two. There's a difference between going to the movies and enjoying yourself and everything else. The Color Purple is not a movie. It is film, and it does not give the props that it absolutely deserves. The Color Purple wins this for me, hands down. If I make a whole bunch of moms out there mad at me because they love The Color Purple, not Color Purple, they love Pretty in Pink. By the way, that movie did not end the way that it should have ended. So screw you, directors, on that one. The Color Purple will be moving on this one. Next up, CJ starts us off, and we have Fast Times at Ridgemont High versus Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh.
Oh, that's not even fair.
My God.
Fuck me.
We probably could have done a bracket on each year in the 80s.
We probably could. Right now is doing shows like that.
I guess if I got to pick between these two, I absolutely love Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Practically lived that film in high school, but in all fairness, Beverly Hills Cop is the far superior movie of the two. Like I said, I love Fast Times, but it's Beverly Hills Cop, and Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills Cop gets a vote. Jeremy, Beverly Hills Cop or Fast Times?
Well, they're both amazing movies, but we're going to go with the attitude of fuck the police, let's go get stoned. So Fast Times, Ridgemont High.
Fast Times. I did not know that was going on. Fast Times gets a vote on that one. Harvey, Fast Times or Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah. Give me Eddie Murphy. It's got to be Beverly Hills Cop. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's an easy pick.
Eddie Murphy will be coming up next, by the way, and the next matchup. I will be going for. I'm not going to give Jackie the tie-breaking decision again. I've already done a dick move like that one, so I will be going for BHC on this one in honor of Dre, actually, because I know Dre loves this movie. So Beverly Hills Cop gets my vote. Miss Jackie.
I'm glad I didn't have to be a tiebreaker on this one. I'm going to go. I love them both, but I'm going to go Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
It is a split decision. Beverly Hills Cop moves on to the next round. Jeremy starts us off, and we have Escape from New York versus Eddie Murphy's Delirious.
Ooh, I gotta go Delirious. Neither of these movies mean that much to me, but Delirious is an amazing movie. So
Delirious gets a vote. Harvey.
Delirious. That's one of the best stand-ups I've ever seen.
Gets a second.
Movie, though.
Gets a second and a third one. Eddie Murphy Raw is probably my favorite one of his, though. But that's me. Miss Jackie. Delirious or Escape from New York?
I'm going to go against the others. I'm going to say Escape from New York.
And CJ, finish us out.
I'm going to Escape from New York just because Delirious isn't really a movie. It's stand-up. Like it's, if stand-up is coming into it, then we should have Live from Carnegie Hall with
Robin
George
Williams.
Carlin, and we should have Super N-word with Richard Pryor, and I mean, there's a whole bunch of '80s ones that were out
And
there.
that's a bracket waiting to happen. Stand-up specials. Oof.
Actually have that one made and ready to go. Just need the people.
Damn. Okay.
I told you, man. I get you people for everything you need people for. I'm a people master.
Delirious gets a win on that one. Harvey starts us off. We have Broadcast News versus Three Amigos.
That's funny. Yeah, it's the Three Amigos.
We'll be getting Harvey's vote. I will be going. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go with Broadcast News on this one.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have. That's why I said just for shits and giggles. Miss Jackie, is it Broadcast News or Three Amigos?
This is another super quotable movie. It's Three Amigos all day.
We've quoted just that one line in Three Amigos like the last 3 episodes as far as son of a motherless goat.
I love that line.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
CJ, Three Amigos or Broadcast News?
Three Amigos.
Three Amigos gets a vote, and Jeremy finishes out.
It's been
Broadcast News is one of the most boring fucking movies ever. It's Three Amigos all day.
Would you say we had a plethora of votes?
Yeah.
Here in these parts, we call that a sweep.
No, it's not. I voted for Broadcast News on that one. I ruined that sweep.
We're ignoring your vote. We're ignoring your
Last
vote.
up in the before we go to break, Harvey started that one off, so I start this one off, and we have The Untouchables versus They Live. Harvey's super mad at me for that one, but I will be going for They Live on that one. I am a huge wrestling fan. Mr. Roddy Piper is in this movie. This movie is absolutely fantastic. It's a little bit of a conspiracy, but I still think it's absolutely fantastic on that one. It gets my vote. Miss Jackie, is it They Live or The Untouchables?
I'm going with The Untouchables.
It gets a vote. CJ.
I have come to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Jeremy.
Yeah, actually, They Live got pretty far in the 101 horror bracket. CJ did the other day in my show. They got pretty damn far. I think quarterfinals. But see,
Rightfully so.
I prefer things that are touchable versus untouchable. So I'm gonna go with.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go with the other one for that reason. And
The other one.
They Live is amazing. I had a stroke like right for a minute here, but the terps got to my brain for a second. What can I say? But yeah, They Live is fucking hilarious, and it's the man Roddy Piper missing only his freaking skirt, which is awesome. But
They Live gets a vote and the win on that one. Harvey, finish us up.
The Untouchables is by far a better film. Let's just be honest about it.
Oh, it is. But
if there's anything there's nothing more quintessential 80s than
Yes.
They Live. Then it's just simple, like, yeah, they're aliens. Just put some glasses on and we see everything. I appreciate that. And of course, I'm a wrestling fanatic, so They Live definitely gets the vote. Definitely.
it goes 4-1. They Live moves on. We'll be right back right after this break. CJ, Harvey, and Jeremy all have ads to do if they would like to do them. I'm going to let Harvey goes first just in case if he has to skip out at a certain time because I know Harvey's schedule is kind of messed up. So,
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Hi, it's your favorite bastard. It's Harvey, host of Men of the Prize, the podcast. I'd like to take a moment to get a little bit serious here. We are recording in Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, I know you're here enjoying this podcast, listening to this fun, talking about the 80s, but I want you to take a moment and think about yourself and how you feel. And I want you to know that your mental health, your sanity, your happiness, your anxiety, everything that's going on in your life is important. And you are worthy of getting help, of finding a good therapist, of finding somebody to talk to, because we need you here on this earth. Men Are the Prize is a space for men to talk, to be open and honest and vulnerable. And that's what I do. I just talk to men and we just talk about life. And that's the most important thing for anybody. No matter what we're going through, there's always somebody else who understands. So take a moment for yourself. Think about yourself. Find somebody who will listen, somebody who cares and values you, because you're awesome and you're the prize. All right.
I'm on mute, apparently. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I had to go light a cigarette because Harvey had me so heartbroken. But I had to get. I had to go.
Jeremy,
after that.
Jeremy or CJ, do you have an ad for us today or no?
No, I'm good, man.
Yeah, I can give you an ad. Actually, I can give you an ad because we have shit coming up next month. Come with us to a magical place called Maniacal Music Musings, where your two favorite musers of all time are sexiness, beards, and all. We break down albums brought forth by guests, whether they be musicians, podcasters, or anything else in this world. We even have a realtor coming on this week, for God's sake. But we will have anybody on who enjoys music. And be sure to check out our specials. Coming in the month of June to celebrate Sir Chancelot's 38th birthday, we will be having a special Dog Fashion Disco as the artist bracket that month. Chancey's favorite band. And Harvey enjoyed them too when he was on our show. And we will also be having a secret bracket for Sir Chancelot's birthday on the day before and day of his birthday. And even he doesn't know what it is until the day of the first part. So I already have everything lined up. So it's going to be a surprise for him. He already knows it's coming, but he doesn't know what it's about or who's in it. So, and with that, check out Maniacal Music Musings, wherever you could find podcasts.
Welcome back for the next selections process of the 80s movies bracket. The first round total, because I'm trying to figure out how to word this, but it's not going to work out. I think I went first that last on They Live. So
I think you went last.
Did it?
Oh no, Harvey did. You're right.
Harvey went last, so I went first. All right. So Miss Jacqueline starts us off. We have Sid and Nancy versus American Werewolf in London.
I don't feel strongly about either one of these. I'm gonna go American Werewolf in London.
Gets a vote on that one. CJ.
Oh, Werewolf in London.
It's a good song.
I like the song better than both those movies.
Yeah, this is true.
I am not a fan of the other movies. So yeah, Werewolf in London.
It gets a vote. Jeremy.
What's Werewolf in London going against, Steven?
Sid and Nancy.
I've never seen Sid and Nancy, but I mean it's werewolf. It's American Werewolf in London. It's one of the best original werewolf changes in a movie ever. So gotta go with American Werewolf in London.
Harvey.
Agreed. I think you'd like Sid and Nancy. I feel like you kind of like both, right?
I know the story. I know the story. I know the real life story. It's just I never watched the movie.
Okay.
Oh, you think I don't know the real life story?
Nah.
Get American Werewolf in London gets my vote, not because of the movie, because realistically I don't like either one of them. But I do love that song, and it's in my head now, so it gets my vote, and it gets to sweep as well. So there's that one. Next up, CJ starts us off. We have Lethal Weapon 1 versus Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, I'm huge fan of 80s slasher movies, but Sleepaway Camp was not one of the good ones. So Lethal Weapon. If you said I Spit on Your Grave or Silent Night, Deadly Night or something like that.
I Spit on Your Grave is classic.
Yeah,
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon gets a vote on that one. Jeremy, Lethal Weapon, Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, it's 100% Lethal Weapon. I mean, it's Mel Gibson in his prime. I mean, you got to give it to Mel always.
The vote, Harvey, Lethal Weapon, Sleepaway Camp.
Lethal Weapon.
I will be going for Sleepaway Camp. I am a fan of slashers, especially the really, really stupid slashers that is just there. 80s slasher movies are there for just boobs and blood, and that's it. That's an 80s slasher. It's boobs and blood. It gets my vote on that one. It's Jackie.
Hopefully not in the same scene, but yeah.
Well, it depends on the scene. I mean,
I think Joe Pesci made it. I love Lethal Weapon. I love Joe Pesci's character. It's Lethal Weapon.
He wasn't in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, he was in the second. No, he wasn't
in the first one?
No.
Oh.
He was in the second through the fourth.
Well, I love him anyway. I love Lethal Weapon, the series. I'm going Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon gets the vote. It's 4-1. Moving on to the next round. Jeremy starts us off. We have Poltergeist versus Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, Poltergeist is a classic, but it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure all day. Who doesn't love a stoner comedy with Keanu Reeves?
Gets a vote. Harvey.
I'd like to answer your question. I do not love a stoner movie with Keanu Reeves. It's Poltergeist.
From the man who doesn't like the greatest actor ever, Will Smith. I can believe that.
The greatest actor ever. You said, Pete, that's recorded. They're gonna bring that back later on.
He also specifically said that Will Smith is a better actor than Denzel Washington.
Oh,
yeah, but nobody believes that.
No,
Wait, who
I
said
was.
that?
Yeah,
I was offended for you.
Mm-hmm.
that's the type of thing that just gets you voted out of the bracket. Like,
yes.
you know, like
That's why he had a hiatus,
sorry.
because he said no shit like that. Get out!
Yep.
Yeah.
Poltergeist gets Harvey's vote. Poltergeist gets my vote. It is far superior movie of the two. I do love Keanu Reeves. Everybody loves Keanu Reeves. We did a bracket of the most likable people in Hollywood, and Keanu Reeves went pretty freaking far on that one. I can't remember who he got beat out by, but still. Miss Jackie, Poltergeist or Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
That's another tough one. I remember my dad scaring the shit out of me, making me watch Poltergeist in the dark when I was real little, and I'm that imprinted on me. I'm going Poltergeist.
They're here.
Mm-hmm.
CJ.
Jeremy will appreciate this.
Always.
But in celebration of a 16-year-old kid having sex for the first time in a movie theater, we got to go with Bill and Ted.
Poltergeist moves on in a 3-2 vote to the next round. Harvey starts us off. We have Big Trouble in Little China versus Caddyshack.
Oh,
bitch.
I people on Spotify, I apologize because you don't get to see this, but we're on YouTube, by the way, like the week before. Come check this out. Harvey's facial expressions. The reason I pause is because I want the palette, the original palette, the first movie. I want that face to go away. Just kind of go into the background. Then I read the other one. He's like, "You son of a biscuit."
oh. Okay. Big Trouble.
You whore.
Don't worry.
Big Trouble in Little China versus Caddyshack.
This is my favorite decade, and there are few movies that epitomize 80s foolishness like Big Trouble in Little China, and I will vote for that. And Caddyshack is funny as hell, but Big Trouble is just dumb.
It is super dumb. I hate the ending in Big Trouble though. Caddyshack is there's no.
This is the second time I'm voting against Bill Murray.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm going for Caddyshack. I'm going to save the vote for Bill Murray because Harvey failed Bill Murray on that one. I'm gonna go for Caddyshack on this one. Miss Jackie, is it Caddyshack or Big Trouble?
I can use Harvey's same exact words. There's no other foolishness quite like this in the 80s, and it's Caddyshack.
Oh, you think so?
Yes!
What? Big Trouble is.
You don't think Caddyshack is foolish?
It is. It's foolish. But Big Trouble, there's not.
Rodney Dangerfield, and you got Bill Murray and the
Dan Aykroyd,
dancing.
Chevy Chase, motherfuckers. Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Like all of
CJ.
them.
CJ, Big Trouble in Little China or Caddyshack?
I can never vote against the Rodney because, no respect.
Thank you.
No respect.
Thank you.
He's getting respect on this one. Caddyshack. We'll be moving on, but Jeremy, what is your vote?
It wouldn't have mattered anyway what CJ voted either way because it would have been Caddyshack no regardless because it's fucking Caddyshack. I will be on Evening at the Movies podcast in June recording an episode about Caddyshack. So
That's a damn good movie. Well, at least I got that going for me. So I start this one off. Yeah, I start this one off. And we have Adventures in Babysitting versus my obvious winner, Scarface.
Oh. Harvey.
even fit together.
Blame Rotten Tomatoes for these rankings. I to quote Dre, I literally did not make these rankings. The only thing I did is there are certain movies that did not make this list, and I noticed them on a different list. I took off like the last 15, like the bottom 15, and replaced them with movies that were not on the list. So I try to redeem Rotten Tomatoes a little bit for that one. So blame them, not me. Scarface gets my vote. Miss Jackie, is it Scarface or Adventures in Babysitting?
I love both of these movies. They just don't belong together at all.
Exactly.
I'm going Scarface.
CJ.
Yeah, they're reaching a little bit on the babysitting movie. So we got to go with Scarface.
Scarface gets a vote. Jeremy.
yeah, I mean, I'm honestly not a fan of either of these movies. I do not like Scarface at all. I don't like Scarface at all. I think it's a weak imitation of The Godfather. But
No.
and I mean, Tony Montana is a fucking whacked out character. I fucking can't stand that movie. But I'll throw one to Adventures in Babysitting for the fuck of it.
Harvey, will you school him a little bit?
Jeremy, when we have a minute, we need to talk. Because Scarface and Godfather are two
Needs
completely.
an intervention.
Oh, they don't even. The only thing they have in common is Al Pacino. Let's be honest. But Scarface is another one of those movies that just fits the decade. It's just he's over the top. It's like that and Scent of a Woman when he's like, I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want. They're gonna let me say whatever, and it just worked out. And he has like 10 pounds of coke that he's been snorting the whole time. How much can it get more fun than that? It's no, so definitely no. Scarface is awesome in the 80s kind of way, man.
Harvey, you just described my podcasting career, just saying. But
Scarface gets the vote and the win 4-1 to the next round. Miss Jackie starts us off. We have. I'm glad she's going first because she's gonna love it. We have Better Off Dead versus Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be Indiana Jones because I can't vote against Harrison Ford. But I love both of them. I'm sorry, I want my $2. I know, I thought of you. I know. I'm sorry.
It gets Last Crusade gets a vote on. Gets a vote. CJ, is it Better Off Dead or Last Crusade?
Truthfully, I've never seen Better Off Dead, so
Where were you in the 80s?
What is Mike?
there are very few 80s movies that I haven't seen. Better Off Dead happens to be one of them.
Wow.
At least I don't remember ever seeing Better Off Dead.
You'd remember seeing it, buddy.
So as much as it pains me because I don't like the Indiana Jones movies, you know what? I'm gonna go Better Off Dead just because I don't like the Indiana Jones movies. So
I don't care how he gets the vote.
Movie I haven't even seen just because I don't. I don't like the Indiana Jones movies.
Better Off Dead gets a vote. Jeremy.
That really hurt me.
Yeah, I've never seen Better Off Dead either. So I gotta go Last Crusade because it's an amazing movie.
Freddie. I'm depending on you, Freddie.
It's your vote.
No, now it's gonna be your vote, Freddie.
Wait,
I want my $2. I shouldn't even say what I'm picking.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I've never seen Better Off Dead either.
What in the entire hell is going on?
But it's one of those movies, dude. I have a list right in front of me here, and I've talked about this in chat. A list of the 100 top movies of all time. I'm missing like 30 of them. I finally watched The Shawshank Redemption in its entirety. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I know the gist of it and everything else, but I've finally seen it in its entirety. It's a good movie. It's not. I wouldn't put it as one of my top 100 movies, to be perfectly honest. But it's a great movie for its time. However,
it's got booger in it. I have to see it. It's got booger in it.
Yeah.
I Better Off Dead. Oh, dude, you don't understand.
I am tiebreaker on this one. Out of all of the Indiana Jones movies, I do like Last Crusade. I'm not going to vote for it, but I do like Last Crusade. Better Off Dead gets my vote.
Harvey's like, yeah, a shot of vodka.
No, it's Jackie's face that really popped me. She's like, yes, it's going on. Then I thought, I'm not going to vote for it. She's like, oh, dick.
What is the best one?
Oh
it really, but which means they're all crap.
Wow. Allow me. I think we forgot to mention something at the beginning. We talked about the final swing. We also need to mention that sometimes you just need to say, fuck you, Freddie. That's one of the quintessential lines. And
fuck you, Freddie.
Bang!
Oh, dude.
That's the second week in a row I got.
I know. I had to say it on the Mother's Day show.
Dude, go back, Harvey. Go back and listen to the Mother's Day episode. It was fucking fantastic.
I was in a supermarket. I was food shopping, and I put it on, and I was listening. And when they got to fuck them kids, I was done. I was just embarrassing myself walking through the frozen section. It was hilarious. Oh my god, so good, so good.
I was last on that, which means Jackie started that one off, which means TJ starts this one off, and we have Who Framed Roger Rabbit versus Mystic Pizza.
Not really that hard.
God.
The only person to use either one of their lifelines so far would be Jackie, and she used her final swing back with Beetlejuice. So everybody had both options.
Mystic Pizza, that's the one with Cher, right?
No, that's the one with Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Yes.
And Matt Damon.
No.
Pizza in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've never seen that one.
Mystic Pizza had Matt Damon?
Yeah, he plays Steamer.
The boyfriend.
Oh.
Okay.
God, how long
Obviously, I've never seen that one either, so we're going with Roger Rabbit because.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit gets a vote. Jeremy, I can't wait for your image on this one.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Fuck that horrible piece of shit movie. The only good part of it is when Mickey and fucking Bugs Bunny are in the same scene. It's the only good part of it. The rest of it is trash. Like, you want a better movie like that? There are so many. I mean, fuck, Monkey Bone's a better movie than that. But
I love Monkey Bone. I really do. Mystic Pizza gets a vote on that one. Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, young Julia Roberts and fucking, young Annabeth Gish too. Like, steal my heart.
Oh my God, no.
Among other body parts.
Among other body parts. I forgot about.
I'm married.
I forgot about Matt Damon in there. Hey, it's Paul Smith.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Paul? Yeah, it's Roger Rabbit. Easily.
Roger Rabbit gets a vote on this one. I will be giving Who Framed Roger Rabbit the win on this one.
W.
Nothing against Mystic Pizza, but like there's so many. Christopher Lloyd as like an evildoer, you never see that anymore. It's just terrible. So gets my vote. Jackie, finish us out.
Want to see what I can do? I can do the cheek thing, just like Roger Rabbit. There you go.
4-1, Roger Rabbit moves on to the next round.
Your significant other is a lucky man. I'll say that.
Jeremy, start us out. We have Mad Max 2 versus Last Starfighter.
Well, first things first, put that comment up that just came up on the screen. I got to rant a little bit.
I prefer not to, but go ahead.
Fuck Fast and Furious. They should have never made one after the first one. But Hobbs and Shaw was decent. But yeah, as far as those two movies go, what were they again? I'd be distracted.
Mad Max 2 versus Last Starfighter.
Oh, Last Starfighter all day. Mad Max 1 was barely good. Mad Max 2 was horrible.
It gets a vote, Harvey.
Mad Max 2, is that Beyond Thunderdome or is that the first one? I think Beyond Thunderdome.
3.
Yeah, no, I can't remember actually. They all just kind of blend together.
Thunderdome is 3.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, we're going with Starfighter. Let's keep it moving.
Yes. Starfighter gets Harvey's vote. Starfighter gets my vote for obvious freaking reasons. And Miss Collins.
I'm going Starfighter. I think after that first Mad Max, I was done.
She had no Gibson and leather.
CJ, finish this out.
Give it to Sweep.
Sweep it is. No shorts yet, but sweep it is. Starfighter moves on next. Harvey starts us off. And we have Top Gun versus Platoon.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. We're going New Day on this one. What's the deal?
I don't know. Top Gun, Platoon. I'm gonna go with Platoon.
Platoon gets a vote. I will be going for Top Gun on here. I haven't seen the new one yet, though, and I've heard really, really good things about it. But that's me. Ms. Jackie.
I'm going Top Gun too, and I haven't seen the new one either.
Top Gun gets a vote. CJ.
Let me say this, for those of you that have not seen it, see it. It is as good of a sequel as you're ever going to see. Attention to detail, flawless. Going with Top Gun. Platoon is, I like Platoon. I understand the point of Platoon, but it's a really kind of hard movie to watch. It's very taxing mentally to watch that because it's very realistic. And I got a lot of family who experienced it. So, yeah, Top Gun.
Top Gun gets a vote. And Jeremy, finish this out.
Yeah, 100% going for Platoon. I was bored as shit watching Top Gun, so Platoon. I never seen Platoon, but Top Gun's boring as shit.
Top Gun. I think your dogs want to vote too. There, Jeremy. Top Gun moves on to the next round. Means I start us off on this one, and we have Dirty Dancing versus Vacation. Chevy Chase gets my vote. Vacation all the way. Miss Collins. Vacation, Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I remember stalking the video store trying to get a copy of Dirty Dancing, but I have to go with Vacation. I love them. Chevy Chase.
It's like speaking of stalking and Dirty Dancing. That movie is kind of creepy if you think about it, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you have to put baby in the corner.
Yeah.
It's a pedophile's wet dream, that movie, I'm just saying.
Like,
Yeah.
CJ,
There's a lot
CJ,
of
Vacation, Dirty Dancing.
Well, since Dirty Dancing was my ex-wife's favorite movie, we're gonna say fuck Dirty Dancing. Vacation all the way.
Okay, Vacation gets to vote and the win on that one, Jeremy.
If you put the Final Dancing and Dirty Dancing to the Muppet theme song, it works really well together.
It really does.
Yeah, that one was
But
good.
yeah, I can't promote a movie about a guy in his 20s trying to fuck a 16-year-old. So
The guy in his 20s.
oh, okay, 40.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was more than that.
But so yeah, whatever Dirty Dancing is going against, I'll go for that one.
Vacation. Harvey finishes out.
Oh, yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah.
In a sweep, Vacation demolishes Dirty Dancing on this one. Next up, sorry, I had to finish something. Next up, Miss Jackie starts us off, and we have Real Genius versus Tootsie.
I loved Real Genius. Absolutely loved it. Val Kilmer was awesome. Loved that movie.
It gets a vote. CJ.
Props to Dustin Hoffman for Tootsie, but Real Genius is kind of another one of the movies that really kind of exemplifies the 80s and all of that. So going with Real Genius.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
It's Real Genius versus what?
Tootsie.
Yeah, no, it's fuck. I mean, Real Genius, I actually did. I watched both these movies for Dre's 80s bracket I took part of. But Real Genius, I thought was kind of a dumb movie. I really wasn't impressed by it. But Tootsie, fucking Dustin Hoffman's performance in that, the only movie that I would relate to it that's better is Birdcage. So, or Mrs. Doubtfire, but you know, kind of the same thing.
Tootsie gets a vote. Harvey.
It's coming to you, Freddie.
I'm aware of that, and I already know where I'm going. Tootsie wins the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
Plus the Family Guy scene where Stewie plays Tootsie is freaking hilarious.
CJ starts us off, I think. So we have Some Kind of Wonderful versus Batman 89. Actually, I think it's the only Batman in the 80s. So,
yeah, it was.
hard.
Only superhero movie in the 80s, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, there's more than that.
You know what?
Howard the Duck.
I'm going to be the most hated guy here. But as I said in as I always say in my other podcast, any hate mail can be sent to me at whodis@idon'tgiveafuck.com. We'll go with Some Kind of Wonderful.
Some Kind of Wonderful gets a vote. Jeremy.
Just for, and I'm ashamed of you, CJ. I'm ashamed of you, but just for Party Man and Bat Dance, it's got to be Batman 89. I mean, it gave us Prince in a Joker costume dancing around. Like, who doesn't want to see that?
Gets a vote, Harvey.
Yeah, I was stretching because I enjoy moments like this. I'd like to say one, that Batman from 1989 is the best Batman movie ever done. If you have any questions, email me at idon'tcare.idon'tcare.com. Can you send emails to that? That didn't make sense, but it works.
Harvey's too nice to say the other one.
All right, Neil. can be sent to whodis@idon'tgiveafuck.com.
Boom. CC me on it. And the best superhero movie ever done is the original Superman with Christopher Reeve. Send emails if you have questions that to the same email address mentioned by Mr. Plain. That is my pick. Thank you. Tip your waitress.
Your waitress the tip. All right.
Try to be.
I'm going Batman on here. I can't follow Harvey on that one, so I'm kind of mad that I put him where it's at. Miss Jackie, finish us out.
I loved Jack Nicholson in that Batman, so I'm going Batman.
It gets a vote and the win.
Mm-hmm.
Batman 89 moves on to the next round. That's Jeremy starts this one off. We have Full Metal Jacket versus Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, motherfucker.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Full Metal Jacket by any means. So I'm not a military movie fan at all, really that much, besides newer ones. But and a few classics. But I got to go with Revenge of the Nerds. It's one of the best movies of all time. I love that movie. Fucking Queen at the end of it is amazing. Like, it's just perfect.
You are wrong on multiple levels, Harvey.
Did you say one of the best movies of all time?
Yes.
Revenge?
Because Harvey, all jocks think about is sports. All nerds think about is sex. I've used that line so many times and it works.
I hear you. I mean, that's a strong statement that I will disagree with.
Wholeheartedly.
To me, Full Metal Jacket has one of the best first halves of a movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the drop off from when he kills himself, plot twist, to then the rest of it. Like, I stop watching it once he's done because I'm done. That's really all it is.
It's almost a movie in itself.
It is. It is. And an amazing performance, by the way, too. That's unbelievable. And I love Revenge of the Nerds. It's booger and, and all that, but it's still Full Metal Jacket for me.
And Lamar.
Full Metal Jacket gets Harvey's vote. Full Metal Jacket gets my vote. I don't really prefer either one of these movies, to be perfectly honest. Revenge of the Nerds is one of the worst aged movies of all time. Full Metal Jacket, though, is a tale of two movies. I put Full Metal Jacket in the same retrospect as I do Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is like 5 movies put into one.
You shut your mouth.
It's thoroughly overrated, by the way. Just
It
humble.
is.
No, it's not.
It is. Forrest Gump is completely overrated. They could have took an hour out of that movie. It would have been better.
No, it wouldn't.
And the greatest heel in film history, of course, is Jenny Gump. Allow me to.
Which won the villains bracket. Go check that one out. Jenny Gump won the villains bracket
Evil
for
at its
damn
worst.
good reason. It wasn't even in the bracket originally. She was a write-in.
And then ran right through.
Ran right through it.
Like all those guys before
Even
Quebec
changed
Forest.
my mind. Anyway, Full Metal Jacket gets my vote. Jackie.
My dad's a Vietnam vet, and I've had lots of talks with him about his time there and the movie itself. But it's really dark, and I think about the 80s, and I think about fun, and I think about movies like Revenge of the Nerds. So I have to go with that one.
Which means it is a tie decision coming down to the veteran himself,
Ooh.
Mr. CJ Plain. Is it Full Metal Jacket or Revenge of the Nerds?
Um,
Come on, CJ, don't let me down.
yeah, you're gonna hate me, bro. I love Revenge of the Nerds. Funny movie, great lines. Love Booger, love Ogre, but sorry, Full Metal Jacket. The fact that Arlie Emery wasn't even supposed to be in that movie, like he literally. The performance that he put on is one of the single greatest performances ever captured on film. It's to me, it's one of the most quotable movies of all time. Like, I can quote that first 20 minutes from memory.
Agreed.
And again, being the Army guy, and my uncle was a Marine sniper during that time. So, yeah, Full Metal Jacket.
It gets to vote and the win. I'm gonna skip 35 on this one because I'm gonna give it to Jeremy down the road. But Harvey, is it Gremlins or Willow?
Oh. I love Willow.
It's better than Princess Bride.
No, that's false.
Like if I could slap you through this camera, I would. But I don't believe in violence. We won't do it.
If you knew the reason why I skipped that one to give it to you, you wouldn't be making such false accusations like that, which hurts my heart.
By the way, Gremlins is my pick. Let's just get
Yes, I kind of figured that one. Gremlins will also be my pick. I'm going to agree with Harvey on this one. And Harvey didn't even give a reason. It doesn't have to because it's Gremlins. Miss Jacqueline, is it Gremlins or Willow?
It's Gremlins.
Gremlins gets another vote. CJ.
Yeah, we gotta go Gremlins, I think.
Gremlins gets another one. Jeremy finishes out.
Gremlins is a good movie. It is, but Willow is a masterpiece of movies, and the TV series they just did to finish off the
Was
book
horrible.
was amazing. I love that.
Horrible.
They made Laura look so hot, dude. But yeah, it's Willow. I'm not getting Gremlins get a fucking sweep here. I mean, Gremlins is good, but don't deserve no sweep.
Gremlins moves on to the next round. That was Harvey started that one off, so I start this one off. We have, ironically enough, Blues Brothers. I am the third Blues Brothers versus Land Before Time. Fuck you, Rotten Tomatoes, for making these rankings the way they are. I am going for Land Before Time. I am a sucker for a tree star. I can't help it. Miss Jackie, is it Land Before Time or Blues Brothers?
Oh, it's Jake and Elwood.
Gets a vote. CJ.
Don't you blaspheme in here. Yeah, Blues Brothers.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 6 whole chickens.
Harvey.
Blues Brothers.
I am the lone vote on that one. That is a halfway mark. We're going to have to kick this in gear when we get back after this break. Of course, nobody else has ads to do, so we're good on that one. We are back for the next section, and we have Miss Jackie starts this one off. We have This Is Spinal Tap versus Spaceballs.
Oh, Spaceballs. No question. Spaceballs.
Gets a vote. CJ.
Am I talking to a room full of assholes?
Yes, sir.
I can never, ever, ever, ever vote against Mel Brooks. He is like the greatest living American treasure, period.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Fuck Spaceballs in the fucking ass with a 12-inch dildo. Fuck it. And I don't even like This Spinal Tap. I'll go for This Spinal Tap.
Harvey.
God, did you comb the desert? We ain't found
Some
shit.
shit. So racist. I'm going to go for Spaceballs as well on that one. It gets my vote. It's moving on to the next round.
At ludicrous
so
speed.
stupid. It's so dumb.
Moving on at
Everything
ludicrous
Mel Brooks did is like racist as hell. But
yeah.
Oh,
he's
my God.
done it.
CJ,
Yes.
we have Amadeus versus Purple Rain.
Harvey's
Sorry.
face.
Harvey's like, fuck you.
This is kind of like that other bracket where, you know, one is like a movie and one is just kind of like, but I'm sorry, Purple Rain is Purple Rain, man. And come on, like Gotta go with Prince, man. Gotta go with Purple Rain.
Purple Rain gets a vote. Jeremy, is it Amadeus or Purple Rain?
Amadeus is a boring fucking long movie. That's all it is. I had to watch it for Rotisserie Cinema in 1984, and Amadeus is a boring ass long movie. Purple Rain with Apollonia's freaking amazing posterior, and it's Purple Rain. It's one of the best soundtracks for a movie ever as well. I mean, it's just, and it's got motherfucking Morris Day and the Time in it. I mean, it's Purple Rain all day.
So what you're saying is that movie has a lot of assets.
Wrong side of the body, but sure, go with that.
Well, you said posterior.
I mean, that part ain't bad either. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Posterior assets. Harvey, Purple Rain, Amadeus.
Yeah.
Come on, Uncle Phil.
Rain. It's Purple Rain, easily.
I'm not a Prince fan. I will be going for Purple Rain though, because it's a damn good movie. Miss Jackie.
They're not even comparable movies. Purple Rain.
In a sweep, moves on to the next round. Jeremy, I get to go back to you. I chose you to go first on this one because this is going to put you in two different directions. We have Porky's versus Return of the Jedi.
Ooh.
I don't think I've ever even seen Porky, so Return of the Jedi.
Oh, see, that's not fair to me.
Well,
Really? Dude, you would absolutely love Porky.
I mean, wait a minute.
That is right down your alley.
I feel
bro.
like I had to for Dre's bracket though. I feel like I had to see Porky's.
Porky's, like, they made that for you. That
Yes.
movie- oh my god.
Actually, I don't think I have. I don't know. It doesn't look familiar, but or the storyline doesn't sound familiar.
You'd know if you saw it.
Your
It's Return of
dog
the
is
it's Return of the
currently-
Jedi. It's Return of the Jedi. It doesn't need to be discussion even. It's fucking Return of the Jedi.
You say your dog is literally reenacting one of the greatest scenes of Porky's right now.
Harvey.
No, she's wants to come out and fucking lick my hand again all the show.
If you'd seen Porky's, you know.
You get the reference. Harvey, is it Porky's or Return of the Jedi?
Yeah. One of my favorite hashtags, ones that I created, was Star Wars is trash. I stand by that in every way. It's Porky's because Star Wars is trash. Just saying that.
I'm not going to copy the fact that Star Wars is trash. I will say that Porky's is goated. Low-key goated, not full goated, just low-key goated. It's not a movie that aged well. At all.
No.
Like, at all. But it's a damn good movie for its time. Porky's gets my vote.
A lot of the stuff in the 80s did not.
Didn't know. Porky, by the way, Jeremy, Porky's, it's like all the worst moments of American Pie series.
All right, I might have to watch it because American Pie is an amazing series. But
That's what I'm saying. It's all like it's all the worst moment, all of the cancelable moments from American Pie series is Porky's.
Watch American Pie Beta House. I'm just telling you, she's got penis.
I've seen every single one of them. I can tell you that all of the cancelable moments that are in the American Pie movies is Porky's in general. That's the best way I can describe Porky's.
Cancel culture.
Beta House is one of those movies where you go into it with zero expectations.
Yeah.
And it just floors you.
Fucking hilarious.
Miss Jackie, is it Porky's or Return of the Jedi?
Well, one of my cats is named Wicket, and Princess Leia meets Wicket in Return of the Jedi, so I'm going Return of the Jedi.
It is a tie matchup coming down to Mr. CJ Plain.
Down, let's hit her down.
You got to give a vote to Sally. So, Porky's.
Jeremy, that would have been a perfect time to buy a vote.
I didn't think I would need to, but CJ went with the good side of the force here and betrayed me. So,
I
Porky's.
have never ever seen a Star Wars movie, TV show, or anything else. So,
Porky's beats out Porky's takes out Return of the Jedi. Doesn't even make it out of the first round. Harvey, RoboCop, Highlander.
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 Can only be one.
Well, I'm going to give it a second one. Gets my vote. I don't like RoboCop. I never have. Miss Jackie,
Yeah,
RoboCop, Highlander.
there could only be one.
Highlander gets another vote and the win. CJ.
In the words of Mr. Mercury, who wants to live forever?
And Jeremy, finish this out.
And I am no Freddie Mercury, so I'm sorry.
They literally shoot a guy in the dick in RoboCop. Like, it's RoboCop. And plus, I've never seen Highlander, so.
RoboCop's only redeeming value is it has red forming.
Yeah.
And that big ass forehead.
And the devil from Reaper.
I can't say anything about a big ass forehead. I don't have any hair, so it makes it a whole lot worse. Apparently, I did have Three Amigos on this list. I just didn't see it beforehand.
Okay.
So, but I originally crossed out a movie to put Three Amigos in here. So I'm going to use the original movie that was on there, and that is going to be. Sorry, I'd take that back. I was on above my list here. Next up, who started that one off? That was Jeremy finished it, which means Harvey started it, which means I start this one off. We have two horror movie classics.
Oh.
Nightmare on Elm Street versus Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
For comedy alone, I'm going for Elm Street. They're both crap movies. They're both crap starts to the series, but I like a little I like a little comedy in my horror movies. So Nightmare on Elm Street is getting my vote. Miss Jackie.
Fun fact: my dad and my brother were both born on Friday the 13th.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I was a
pretty awesome.
13, but I wasn't born on Friday. I'm going Friday the 13th.
Gets another one. CJ.
I'm gonna go with Elm Street. I think of the two, it's another one of them movies that was quintessentially 80s.
Elm Street gets a vote. Jeremy.
Well, the first Friday the 13th wasn't even fucking Jason, and it's a horrible movie. The first 2 or 3 were horrible until Jason became the fucking villain. So, Nightmare on Elm Street is fucking classic. And for Casey and for Amanda, I will gladly vote for Nightmare on Elm Street because Freddy's come for you little bitch.
With that, Nightmare wins the day. Harvey finishes out.
Yeah, we'll go with Nightmare.
4-1. Next up, Jackie starts us off. We have Risky Business versus Steel Magnolias.
Ooh. I'm going to go Steel Magnolias. I'm going to be the girl. It's good for a good cry.
All right, CJ.
Risky Business.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Remind me again, is Risky Business the one where Tom Cruise comes out in his underwear?
Yeah.
Yep, sliding across the floor in his white socks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for Steel Magnolias.
Get the vote. Harvey.
That's not what I thought he was going to do.
No.
Not that I thought either.
And that's not even the scene I thought he was going to mask about in Risky Business. I thought he was going to talk about Rebecca De Mornay on the train. But that's fine.
No, Steel Magnolias is fucking a pretty damn good movie. So
They're both good. I'm going to go Risky Business, though.
just like Harvey's college life, we look like Will Smith.
I'm going to go for Risky Business as well, which means that we'll be moving on. It is a 3-2. Oh, God.
Do it.
Jack and Coke.
CJ,
Yes.
is it A Christmas Story or Coming to America?
Oh.
You know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to say Coming to America because if I actually make this quote, then you guys are going to throw stuff at me. So we'll just say Coming to America.
All right, Jeremy, Coming to America or Christmas Story?
The royal penis has been cleaned. It's Coming to America.
Coming to America.
It's Coming to America.
Harvey?
I say that every time I get out of the shower, by the way. But
I am very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Coming to America.
Gets a vote. I'm gonna go for the Christmas classic, The Christmas Story. I don't mind Coming to America. It's a good movie, but I love Christmas Story. It's one of my holiday classics throughout the year. I'll watch it not even during Christmas time. But
yeah,
Miss Jackie, finish us out.
It's overrated.
And I know Ralphie or Akeem, I love them both. It's already been decided, so I'm going to toss it to A Christmas Story.
We shot the eye out of that movie, so let's move on.
Jeremy, we have Heathers versus Outsiders.
Oh.
Harvey's over there losing his shit on these things.
These are great matchups, dude.
I am not a fan of either of these movies, really, but I gotta give it to Outsiders. The basic storyline is just better.
Outsiders gets a vote. Harvey?
Heathers is the 80s Mean Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Heathers is a phenomenal movie. And yeah, it's Heathers.
I'm going to go Outsiders on this one as well, along with Jeremy. Miss Jackie, Heathers or Outsiders?
I really just want to say, fuck me gently with a chainsaw. But I'm going to go Outsiders.
Well, I think that
if your students watch this show, I swear there are so many things that they could just torment you with at school.
They know I like movies.
Still, like having your teacher on recording say "fuck me with a chainsaw."
It's a movie quote.
It doesn't matter.
If I was in high school and I heard my teacher say that and something, I'd be bringing a freaking fake chainsaw into class and shit. Like,
I'd just be like giving you like a little keychain with a chainsaw on it, going, it's like, hey. All right. Sorry. What was your vote? I misconstrued that. Okay. And CJ, finish this out.
What's the score?
Outsiders already won.
Okay, we'll go with Outsiders because my ex-wife was named Heather, so fuck Heather.
A lot of ex-wife stuff here.
That's what the chainsaw's for.
In the words of Christopher Titus, I'd like to call her a demon slithering from the bowels of hell, but for legal purposes, I have to call her Heather.
Harvey, okay, we're getting in the top 25 now. Harvey, Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Short Circuit.
Oh, Ferris Bueller.
I'm going to go Short Circuit. I've never been a fan of Ferris at all. Miss Jackie.
Ferris Bueller.
CJ.
Johnny Five is alive.
Your mother with a snowblower.
Hey, laser lips.
That's
snowblower.
Jeremy, Ferris or Short Circuit?
Never was a fan of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I think Ferris Bueller needs to be fucking punched in the face a couple times. But
I agree with you.
I will go for Short Circuit any day of the week because that's an amazing movie.
Short Circuit beats Ferris. I am so happy about that one. My vote, I think, first. So we have Breakfast Club versus Weird Science. Weird Science gets my vote. I personally think Breakfast Club is completely overrated. There are some good parts. I'm not going to say anything against it, but it is not what the movie says it is. What people say it is just there. Weird Science gets my vote. Miss Jackie, Weird Science, Breakfast Club.
Oh, this is tough because I've got the shirt, my geeky shirt, but I'm gonna go Weird Science.
Yes.
CJ, Weird Science, Breakfast Club.
Yeah, it's gonna be another unpopular one, but I absolutely hated The Breakfast Club. That was the only John Hughes movie that I hated. Which is weird because I practically was all of those kids rolled into one in high school, which is probably why I hated it. So we're going with Weird Science.
Hey, Jeremy, when you're not talking, you want to press mute because those dogs are really, really difficult to edit out.
My bad. Shut the fuck up, Munchkin. But
Anyway, Jeremy.
yeah. Fuck John Hughes movies altogether. I'll say that right now. But high school is not that fucking bad. I lived through the worst of it, and they just need to fight back. But fucking whatever is not Breakfast Club.
Weird Science gets another vote. Harvey, finish us out.
These are both John Hughes movies.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's why I wasn't going to say anything.
But in Weird Science, you get to make you get to make your own sex doll, basically. So
Yeah. It's definitely Weird Science, though. That's my
Another movie that did not age well at all.
Not at all.
well, it's become a reality now in Japan. So just saying.
Weird Science gets a sweep, by the way. Over the Breakfast Club, which, like, who would have saw that coming?
That's crazy.
Next up, Miss Jackie starts us off. We have Footloose versus Never Ending Story.
Oh man. Not really a Kevin Bacon fan. I'm gonna go Never Ending Story.
Never Ending Story gets a vote. CJ?
Yeah, Never Ending Story. I mean, you have a movie versus a soundtrack in this, essentially, is what you have, So.
Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard one because it's one of my favorite Stranger Things scenes versus one of my favorite American Dad scenes with Roger putting on his Kevin Bacon nose and dressing and dancing down the street to Footloose. So I gotta go to Footloose because Footloose is amazing.
It's a vote. Harvey?
Footloose versus what?
Never Ending Story.
Oh,
You know you like seeing Kevin Bacon dance.
I really don't, but Never Ending Story.
Gets the vote and the win. I'm going to go with Footloose on this one. Finish it up. I never liked Never Ending Story. Then they had a second one, which
They had like 3 of them, didn't they?
I know. It was like, how can you have a Never Ending Story if like the first one shouldn't the first one never end? Like that just goes there. Anyway, CJ starts us off, and to answers Harvey's question in chat, I'm going to try to hurry this up as much as I can.
Okay.
CJ, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles versus Flashdance.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Well, I mean, as much as I love seeing Jennifer Beals throw water over herself, I 100% have to go Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because it's fucking hilarious.
Just another one, Harvey.
John Candy. That's all I gotta say.
Planes, Trains, Automobiles is phenomenal. John Candy is amazing in this movie. And I love Flashdance, but it's Plane Trains. I got to go with that. I have to.
I'm gonna go with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But as far as Flashdance goes, I love how Deadpool redid that. just off of a complete side note, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a damn funny. You can't beat John Candy. You just can't. Like there's no way to do that, and he's not well represented in this, unfortunately. But it.
You ever seen a thing where they re-edited it to make it into like a horror movie?
No, but I could see that happening.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be like he's dragging his wife around in a trunk or something.
And Miss Jackie, finish this round.
Those aren't pillows. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
It is a sweep. Jeremy,
Yeah.
Clue, and you're going to break Amanda's heart either way on this one. We have Clue or Goonies.
Oh, fuck Goonies. It's Clue all day. Tim Curry. Goonies
It's
can all die. Goonies can all die. Fuck, never die.
It gets a vote. Harvey, Clue or Goonies?
Goonies might just be the best movie of the 80s. That's just wrong that you said that. And I love Clue, but it's Goonies. Oof.
Gets a vote. I've seen Goonies multiple times. To be perfectly honest, I'm completely bored with it. Clue is fantastic. I've never watched it all the way through until recently because we're supposed to be doing it for a recasting call later on. As soon as we get that thing scheduled somewhere. And it is a funny freaking movie. I don't like the game, but I love the movie. Clue will be getting my vote without question on this one, and I love the Goonies. Miss Jackie, Goonies, Clue.
Another tough one. I showed my son Goonies, and he booby-trapped my house. So that went down a little bit in my book. But I'm like you. I can watch Clue over and over and over again. So Clue.
Clue takes out Goonies in the first round. CJ.
Yeah, Goonies.
Wow.
Thank God. Thank God.
Wow.
Goonies die. See? They die.
Harvey, St. Elmo's Fire versus Say Anything.
Say Anything.
Gets a vote. I will be going for Say Anything as well. Miss Jackie.
Say Anything.
CJ.
Say Anything and what? I'm sorry, I was reading.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, St. Elmo's Fire. Love that movie. It's one of them odd 80s movies that I just love, and I'm a huge John Parr fan, so
And Jeremy.
underrated 80s.
Yeah, St. Elmo's Fire. I'll give another one St. Elmo's Fire.
Say Anything moves on with this 3-2 vote on to the next round. I start us off because Harvey started that one off. We have Stand By Me versus Stand and Deliver. That was not planned. But I just think it's absolutely hysterical. I'm going to go with Stand and Deliver. I personally think it's a better movie of the two. I really do. I have nothing against Stand By Me. I'm a King fan in general, but that's just not one of them. Miss Jackie, is it Stand By Me or Stand and Deliver?
I show Stand and Deliver at school sometimes, but I'm going to go with Stand By Me.
Gets a vote. CJ.
Yeah, Stand and Deliver all day. James Edward Olmos.
Jeremy.
Well, I guess it's time to make Harvey stand at attention because it's going to be easily Stand By Me.
Which means Harvey is a tie-breaking decision, and I'm pretty sure he wants it that way.
Two phenomenal movies. Stand and Deliver is completely underappreciated. Stand By Me is an absolute classic. I don't even know what to do.
You should give it to the underappreciated one because people may appreciate it more by going into the second round.
His body's decomposing in my locker. I'm gonna go by Stand and Deliver. I think so good.
Stand and Deliver takes out Stand By Me. Sorry, King, on that one.
Hey man, what's calculus?
He's gonna find me at my home.
I know. Miss Jackie, is it Predator or Teen Wolf?
Predator.
Gets a vote. CJ.
Predator, yeah, I think.
Jeremy.
What's Predator facing?
Teen Wolf.
Oh, fuck.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, that right there. I got to give it to Teen Wolf.
Harvey.
Coming to you, Freddie. Teen Wolf.
With 2 more votes, which means it will be winning on that one.
Nice comeback.
Teen Wolf moves on. The last up in this part, we have Airplane versus Milo and Otis. And CJ starts us off.
Picked a bad day to stop sniffing glue. I knew Leslie Nielsen would be in one of these, so We got to give it to Leslie. Airplane is one of the great funny movies.
Airplane gets a vote. Jeremy. Airplane. Milo and Otis.
Well, don't call me Shirley. I mean, it's obviously Airplane.
Gets another one. Harvey.
Another movie that's funny but had its nice racist moments.
Yep.
Go with Airplane on that one.
I speak jive. I'm gonna go with Milo and Otis. Airplane already won. Let's go with that. Airplane already won. Milo and Otis is a damn good movie. It deserves to be in the bracket, just in general, but it won't be moving on. Miss Jackie, finish this out.
It can be a brooch or a pterodactyl. Go with Airplane.
We'll be right back with our final 16. We are back with our final 16, and it looks like since Miss Jackie finished that one off, I think Jeremy starts this one off, and we have Evil Dead 2 versus Top Secret.
Evil Dead 2 all fucking day. Chancey would kill me if I didn't vote for Evil Dead 2. I mean, it's fucking Bruce Campbell at his greatest. I mean, just him running around through the woods screaming is just hilarious. So, yeah.
Evil Dead 2 gets a vote. Harvey?
Evil Dead 2.
I will be going with Top Secret on this one. Again, comedy. Fantastic freaking movie.
Evil Dead 2 is comedy too.
Yeah, but Top Secret is like spoof comedy, which
It could be argued.
Miss Jackie.
Do it too.
I'm going Top Secret.
And CJ.
I have never seen either one of these movies.
Dude.
I
You
know.
never seen Evil Dead?
I have not seen Evil Dead. I have also not seen The Christmas Story. So
You're not missing out there, but
I'm gonna go with the funny one. Top Secret.
Top Secret gets the vote and the win. It was a tie-breaking decision on that one. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit just in case if Harvey does have to split, because I'm going to need his vote on this one. And we have Grease 2 versus Princess Bride. Shout out Dre.
Is this me?
I believe so, yes.
First, just in case, Grease sucks in every way. The movie's terrible. But Dre says Grease 2 is better than Grease 1, which I don't know what that means, but it's definitely The Princess Bride. Come on.
It's like saying a escort's better than a Chevette.
Princess Bride gets my vote as well. It is my top movie of all time. There might be other movies that would battle that one, but it is one of my top movies of all time. It gets my vote, hands down. Miss Jackie, is it Princess Bride or Grease 2?
Princess Bride.
CJ.
Princess Bride.
And I'm automatically putting Grease 2 as a vote for Jeremy on this one.
fuck
Jeremy,
Princess
what is your
Bride.
vote?
Fuck Princess Bride with a spiked fucking 10-foot pole. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
All right, I start this one off.
Grease 2's not even good, but
I start this off. We have Raising Arizona versus Howard the Duck. It's Howard the Duck. It's Howard the Duck. As far as a couple of major issues in that movie, Howard the Duck is just fucking fantastic, and I love it. It's for stupid reasons. Miss Jackie, is it Howard the Duck or Raising Arizona?
Howard the Duck.
CJ.
Howard.
Jeremy.
Raising Arizona might be one of the worst movies ever that Nicolas Cage did, so it's Howard the Duck.
And Harvey?
It's definitely Howard the Duck, but you're wrong about Raising Arizona.
Dude, Dre agrees with me. It's horrible.
That Dre's one vote. Miss Jackie starts this one off. We have Annie versus Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Gets a vote. CJ.
I absolutely detest both of these movies, but I hate Annie even more. So both of them, including the fucking Jay-Z remake, so we're going to Blade Runner.
You say Jay-Z? I think that.
Yeah, it wasn't Jay-Z. It was
It was Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
Yeah, but Jay-Z was one of the producers on it.
He produced a lot of shit. He had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, he does it all the time. Later on, gets another vote, Jeremy.
Blade
Or do I
Runner
take
just
that
for,
back?
Harrison,
Will Smith one.
just for Harrison Ford, Blade Runner. I mean, Annie's a classic musical who doesn't like a story of a cute girl who gets a rich daddy and goes and lives her dreams. But
it's the Harrison Ford rule.
yeah,
Harvey.
It's Blade Runner. And I love Annie, but it's Blade Runner.
I will be going for Annie on this one. You guys know my love for musicals, so it will be not a sweep. Harvey, do you still have to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Harvey, where can we find you?
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I had to jump ship. I have a family who demands I put these headphones down. You could find me at harveylaguerre.com. That is where you can listen and or watch Men of the Prize, the podcast. Open space for men to be open, vulnerable, and emotional. This pains me because it's 80s talk and I love it, but have to jump ship. Make the right votes. Jeremy, vote as I would. You know what to do. Star Wars is trash.
see, now you fucked all that up. You fucked all that up.
The really sad part about that, Harvey, is that we're getting into the top 13. No, sorry, the top 12, and they're not easy matchups. So
Tell the kids and wife to make some tuna fish, and they'll live without you for a little bit.
No, you know better than anyone. The wife wins.
yeah, wife friends. Anyway,
Have fun, guys.
Harvey is out. I will be hosting, which means we are down to 3 people. I can't remember who started that one off. So let's just go ahead and start with Jackie.
Right.
We have Terminator versus Back to the Future 2.
Terminator.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Back to the Future 2 is the one where they go forward in time, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Terminator. Has to be Terminator.
And CJ.
Another one for the Schwarzenegger.
So it is a 3-0 Back to the Future 2, which was one of my, I wouldn't call it a top 10, but still, it's a damn good movie. Jeremy starts us off. We have Die Hard versus The Great Mouse Detective.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
The word dick got stuck in my mouth.
No comment.
I'm waiting for you, Jeremy. Come on, CJ.
Well,
Die Hard.
It was stuck in your mouth already. Why are you waiting?
You know what? I'm gonna go with The Great Mouse Detective because it's one of my favorite. This one and The Sword and the Stone are my favorite Disney movies. So I'm going with The Great Mouse Detective.
Which means it is a tie matchup. Is Die Hard going to make it to the top 64 there, Jackie?
For all those folks that want a good Christmas movie, it will.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't care what people say. It is. It is a Christmas movie. If I always tell people if it is or is not a Christmas movie, a good way to tell that is if you can remove all the Christmas elements and it does not affect the movie at all, it is not a Christmas movie. Die Hard, though, is centered around Christmas stuff. Like, they wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for the holiday party. So, it is a Christmas movie. I do not care.
Also a Christmas movie.
CJ.
Yes.
All Dogs Go to Heaven or The Thing?
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yes.
Gets a vote. Jackie.
All dogs go to heaven.
Jeremy.
All Dogs Go to Heaven. I'm not a fan of the Thing at all. I think it's a boring ass movie.
Wow. All Dogs Go to Heaven gets a ride into the next round. Miss Jackie starts us off. We have Do the Right Thing versus Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound.
Jeremy.
As much as I love Fox and the Hound, for my boy Dre, I'm gonna do the right thing.
CJ, tiebreaker.
Fox and the Hound.
I tried, Dre. I tried.
Is Fox and the Hound? It's kind of hard to go against it.
Harvey would have done do the right thing.
Jeremy starts us off. I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go to the next one for him. We have Raging Bull versus Popeye.
Oh, I mean, obviously it's going to be Popeye. You can't leave Robin hanging around.
I thought we left that in the past.
Sometimes things in the past to be restructured.
Yeah, bringing back the dead on that one there, Jeremy. CJ, is it Popeye or Raging Bull?
Go with Popeye.
Gets another vote. Miss Jackie, Popeye, Raging Bull.
I'll do Popeye.
Could I leave me my spinach?
CJ starts us off. We have Black Cauldron versus The Shining.
Oh, Black Cauldron all day.
Children of the 80s. Miss Jackie.
The Shining.
Jeremy's tiebreaker.
I really don't remember Black Cauldron that well. Like, I feel like it's a Disney movie, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, so I know I saw it at some point when I was a kid, but
It's
The
pretty
Shining-
terrifying as a kid, actually.
It really is.
The Shining, it is, but the Shining, even though the movie fucked up completely from the book, is still an incredible movie, and Jack Nicholson does an amazing job. And I want a cigarette like that never goes out and just sits in like ash forever. So I'll fucking blow Shining.
Shining gets a vote. All right, Miss Jackie, I saved this one for you. We have an American Tale versus Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, you know where I'm going on this. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I was trying to pull some heartstrings on that one, Jeremy.
She wants to ride that Raider, but gonna have
So
to
does
go with
Q,
it.
but that's besides the point.
But but I'm gonna have to go with Raiders of the Lost Ark because American Tail is just it wasn't even that good a movie.
And CJ.
Let's continue down the path. American Tail. I like Fievel.
Yeah, Fievel is cool.
But he's not Indiana Jones cool.
Oh, he is not Indiana Jones cool though.
But see, both Indiana Jones movies made it into the 80s ones already, but you couldn't give an American Tale, a children's classic, the vote, which would have given it the win.
Bracket Bastards is not for children. We've been through this.
I know, I definitely
I don't fall
know.
for that.
Hey, Freddie, I'm gonna let you take my spot, man, because I have a kid who's demanding to be fed.
That is perfectly okay.
So, but you guys, thank you and have fun. And I'm going to be listening and watching actually in the kitchen. So,
All right.
Where can they find you, CJ?
oh
Yeah, sorry about that. CJ, where can people find you?
Pretty much anywhere on Google, Music God CJ Playing. You can find me on YouTube under the Music God Reacts is my reaction channel. It's also where I host the two podcasts, Noise Report and Brackets, and Riot on the Set Media.rocks, ROCKS is the website that will eventually be updated when I stop being a lazy bastard. So until then, be well. Treat each other with kindness. Remember, music heals.
Have a good day, guy.
Peace.
All right, so it looks like Jeremy, you started that one off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I start this one off.
Yeah.
We have 16 Candles versus Oliver and Company. I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. Like I can't deny that I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. So Oliver and Company will be getting my vote. Is Jackie?
16 Candles.
And Jeremy, tiebreaker.
Fuck John Hughes. Fucking no. I didn't even have a 16th birthday party, for God's sakes. I didn't have a birthday party until like 10 years old. So, like, fucking Oliver Company all day. That's an amazing movie.
It really is. It's, oh, God. I'm going to lose on this one, but Miss Jackie, is it Splash or Empire Strikes Back?
Empire Strikes Back. You know I like my Ewoks.
Jeremy?
There are no Ewoks in that movie, but still, there's Harrison Ford, and that's all you need.
That's Harrison Ford, yeah.
But Empire Strikes Back is one of the best movies of all time, and it is highly debated as the best Star Wars movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Return of the Jedi, I debate is better, but that's me. But yeah, Empire Strikes Back is incredible. It's incredible. Fucking everything about it. Boba Fett, Lando Calrissian, fucking Billy D. Williams. Like, it's just one of the best movies ever. It's Empire all day. Sorry, Freddie.
I was going to give it a sweep. Billy D. Williams, by the way, is in the mustache bracket that we're doing on.
Oh yeah.
On bracketology right now.
I voted for him.
He's beating out Groucho Marx.
Ooh.
I don't know how, because that mustache is so much better than Billy D. Williams, but it is.
Jeremy, I have a few helmets in my room, and every once in a while I look out in the classroom and students take them off the shelves, and I'll see Boba Fett just sitting there in the class.
Well, this is the way. So
I love it. Yeah, and Boba Fett doesn't fall the way. He is not a real Mandalorian.
Doesn't matter. Still the way. He gets his way. Jeremy starts us off. We have 3 Men and a Baby versus Ghostbusters.
Oh, Ghostbusters all fucking day. I mean, 3 Men and a Baby is funny, but it's just nowhere near the quality of funny that Ghostbusters is.
It is true. This man has no penis. Gets my vote. Ghostbusters for the win.
Yeah.
Miss Jacqueline.
Ghostbusters, the first and the only.
It is a sweep.
First and the only man. Second one's amazing.
I start this one off. We have E.T. versus Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't like E.T. I don't know why people are like, oh, this is such a phenomenal movie. It's not. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is so much better than E.T. I will die on this hill. I do not care. It gets my vote. Miss Jacqueline, is it Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or E.T.?
I'm going to go with E.T. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a finger that glows? But I will 100% go with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's
yes. I knew that. I knew that Empire vote would pay off.
It got nothing to do with that. I just fucking don't like ET.
Okay. Last matchup.
All right.
We already know from the beginning that batteries not included is the lower ranked seed on this one. The number one movie, according to Rotten Tomatoes, in the 80s of all time, Back to the Future.
I can't argue.
And it looks like Miss Jackie starts us off.
Back to the Future.
Gives Jackie's vote. Jeremy, who came on with Batteries Not Included as my porn name, is his name on the show. What is your vote?
Yeah, Batteries Not Included may be my porn name. Look me at my Pornhub. But you can also, I mean, Back to the Future. If I can go back and change my past, then Back to the Future, that'd be amazing. So Back to the Future all day.
Gets a vote. Gets a third vote. Is going to be Back to the Future for me. It's one of my favorite movies. Definitely one of my favorite the 80s movies of all time. That is this week's episode, guys. We're doing something kind of cool. This is the first round. So next week we're going to have the first half of the legitimate bracket that we normally do on the 64 type things. If you missed this episode, I apologize because you missed a lot of fun. Harvey was here. You can find him at Men Are the Prize podcast. CJ Plain was here. You can find him with the Noise Report. and Racket Brackets. As always, check out all of our friends over at I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network and stuff like that as well. And Paul Smith, who was in comments. Miss Jackie, where can we find you?
You can find me at J Collins MA for Massachusetts, and I'm at Geeky Shirt Friday. That's my hashtag.
CJ's back in comments. No, Iron Evil was not on the list.
I knew that was his movie. I knew it was his movie he wanted on here.
Was not. I apologize. It wasn't even on the ones that I crossed off to put some other ones on there that just kind of sucked. So blame Rotten Tomatoes. Jeremy, where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook as Jeremy Bryant, or you can find me as Paranormal New Normal / Maniacal Music Musings podcast for the S Group. You can find me on Twitter and the Gram as at Juggalo Bastard, and you can find me at TikTok as at Juggalo Bastard Podcast, and you can find us on YouTube as Maniacal Music Musings or Paranormal New Normal, or wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Good Pods, or any of those great podcasters.
I'm Freddie Fisher. You can find me on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology. We have 2 polls going up every single day. We are currently doing movie mustaches and movie spoofs. Movie spoofs will be over by the time this airs, but we are recording it on YouTube, so this is a little bit of a time delay. The next one we're doing after, and nobody knows this yet, so this is a reveal. The next one we're doing are IMDb top 64. So just like how we blame Rotten Tomatoes for our rankings, you can blame IMDb for their rankings. And pretty soon, as soon as I figure out how to do it, we will be doing our winners bracket throughout that as well. We're on Facebook, Bracket Bastard as always. Twitter, I'm at the Bastard that warned you about. Sorry, I'm at Fisher77. I had to change that. Somebody else has the name Fisher77. So my actual Twitter handle is Fisher777. The other guy's an Indian dude that fishes a lot. Pretty cool guy, though. Guys, give him that. And other than that, on Instagram, can't lick me. Not one word. I will leave you guys with the sentiments that the late great Jerry Springer said every single show, and that is this. Take care of yourself and each other. Have a good week, guys.